Good morning, everyone. I'm really happy to see you all today. A very highly energetic, enthusiastic individuals over here. Basically, kicking off the next phase. And a couple of disclaimers before I start. So first one, I actually work for Accenture, but the views that I'm sharing here are actually, are completely personal based on my personal experience and does not necessarily reflect what my, the organization has to say, right, in this space. Number two, so basically the premature graying they call. So, okay, jokes apart, right? So those are the disclaimers. But yes, I think I wanted to share more of my own experience with you today, right? So I don't have huge decks or anything like that. It is not. So if you are expecting such things, then you will be really be disappointed, right? So just wanted to take a moment to tell you about where you are all today. I know that it's a very diverse team, starting from, let's say, the business analytics to cybersecurity to cloud and also to AI and so on, right? So it's a very diverse team. The experience is also very mixed, but I'm really, really glad that in the world where there is so much of confusions that's happening, and you can see the word cloud there, right? I think each one of you can also relate to one of that. Look, maybe you have spent some time there, some time here, and so on. But first and foremost thing, I want to congratulate all of you for the decision you have made to do a master's degree first of all, right? In this Race Academy at REVA University. Why I'm congratulating you? Because I want to start with a small story, right? So there were like 5 people who were going on a journey into the jungle, right? As called as trekking, maybe you can say. And they were lost in the jungle. One of the individuals said that, okay, I think we need to figure out a way out. Then the first person started saying that, I think we should turn left and then walk towards this. Maybe we'll be able to find a nearby village and probably figure out what to do next, right? Then the other person said, no, no, no. I think my intuition says that we need to take a right. Then the other person says, I want to simply proceed straight from where we came from. Maybe we'll reach the destination. And then there was this, the fourth person, which is always the case, right? Even in our own friend circle. Hey, no, no, no. We'll go back to where we started. This is like unnecessary, right? We don't want to do this, so I will walk backwards because I know that route better. I'll reach the place. And then this fifth person says, well, I want to climb in this tree to the top and then figure out where is the nearby village. I want to climb the tree to the top because it's a jungle and it is a very thick forest and so on. It's doable. It is doable. Yes, it is doable. So what does the story tell you? You have to climb the trees? Not necessarily all the time. Yes, the guy is right. Maybe that's the better way to get to the destination that you wanted. But there are also other routes that you can still reach the destination. That's why you cannot replicate another person in your life because everybody's success is crafted by yourself. And it's very unique for you, right? And then why do I want to congratulate you? Because all of you are trying to craft that path of success for yourself by joining here. So you all should pat yourselves on this and let's give a big round of applause for yourselves for being where you are today. And now we'll talk about where you would like to be and how to get there. And and I will also be having the other eminent speakers as well joining us, like Kishan is there and Hima is there. They will also share with you a lot of interesting inputs in terms of what helped them, etc. Right? At least from my perspective, maybe before 25 years ago, okay, when I was completing my school and all that, right? Maybe looking for the college admission. So tell me what were the options available at that point of time? And there were three options I can tell you. Doctor, engineer, and the third one, it is called, the failure. I thought for some time that I am going to be that, but I managed to become an engineer. And after 25 years, I tell this story at home. My wife says, yes, you have been a successful failure. And my daughter agrees, especially if she has just got the GPay payment in her account. Other times she won't agree. She'll say, no, I don't think daddy is a successful failure. Don't say like that, mommy, she'll say. Amma, she'll say. Right? So the point is, there were very, very limited options, guys. Of course, I could not get a doctor's seat, right? So I had to become an engineer and then handle the failure so much in life. That's why I'm calling it as a successful failure. And I think in a way, my wife is right, actually. In a way, right? I mean, otherwise I have to go back and have lunch and dinner, right? So it's always the case, right? So actually, the wife is always right. Now, there was so much of confusion. Now you have reached a place and we want you to shine in your life. We wanted to shine in your life. Now it's very important for you to know what industry really needs. You are starting off this program and all of you are also in a full-time role working in companies. I have looked at the profile of all the companies, very fantastic set of companies that you are already working. And you are all in very good roles also, very good diverse experienced people. And you must have seen all the things in and out. Just imagine this, right? What if somebody tells you how this field will be in the next couple of years? And it is not like the 10 years or something you're going to complete this, right? Just another 18 to 24 months. So you'll be able to get reasonably good idea about what industry wants from now until the next 2 years. Because the technology is changing so fast. Before 15 years ago, other than the spelling of security, I didn't have any idea. But still I made it and being a successful failure today because there was an interest to learn things more broader, and the moment you do that, there is an interest to gain deeper as well. So you need to decide where you have to broaden your skills and where you need to pick up and deepen the skills as well. So basically the moment you have chosen to join either cybersecurity or AI or business analytics and so on, that means that's the deepen the skills that you all have picked up because that you think is very relevant. But the industry is behaving little differently. It is not behaving the way that this table is situated today because all the business analytics people are grouped together in this table. But industry does not work that way. I talk to my clients every day, right? They tell me saying that, Shiva, you know what? Technology is not a problem. Yes, we have cloud, we have people who knows technology, they can come and do things for you. Everything can be done, no problem. Okay? But what is the problem? The problem is twofold. One, people have to work together. People have to come together. The right set of individuals joining hands for a common objective, solving the business problem and taking the company to the next level is the biggest challenge that every small, medium or large organizations are facing today. One. Two is change management. And you know why we don't try many things? Because we are afraid of failures. Because we don't know, maybe we will not, if the things will go really bad, if it doesn't go work, etc. Right? So the industry, you have to very importantly understand what does the industry need today. It requires people with interdisciplinary skills. Meaning, actually a group of people coming together, solving the problem for the organization, capable of solving the complex problems. And how they can enable the change at the speed and the scale that an organization is expecting, right? Because you see the challenges that organizations go through are varied in nature. If you are a public limited company, you almost live like on a quarterly basis. You have to meet your street commitments, and you need to have, of course, all the companies will have a vision, right? So you need to meet the quarter-on-quarter results, and speed and agility are the important for any organization to do, right? And in the corporate world as well, there's a lot of ask from every company to have people who are risk takers and with the entrepreneurial mindset, right? That's changing. That's changing a lot, because when I graduated, when I actually took up my first job, and almost until 5 to 10 years ago, I think there was a very clear demarcation between the so-called the startup ecosystem and the much more established, tier one service player, all that stuff, right? All the large, big, organizations and so on. And you know what? It's not the same today. It's not the same today. No large organizations are saying that I will go it in this way only, because the things have changed a lot. If you think that difference is still there, sorry, you are wrong. Please correct that thinking immediately. I'm sure all of you are also working, right? Almost all of you are working, right? Think about your organization. What all changes they have done in the last 2 years. You will be able to prove a point in your mind saying that, yes, my organization also has changed. It's just that I didn't observe it. Everything is changing. Everything is changing. So large organizations are looking for people who come with entrepreneurial mindset, who can take risks, who can fail fast, and who can share that learning. So that's the attitude with which you need to be going in while you are in this program, learning all the deeper skills, etc. But when you are facing and when you are looking at an upliftment of your career from an industry perspective, that's what you need to be doing, right? You need to have a growth mindset saying that, okay, have I progressed in this area? And you should be able to say, what is the progress I have made? And you should be very fearless, but you have to be prepared. Fearless meaning is not like just take your car and drive wherever you want, right? You still have to follow the rules, right? So you have to be fearless, reimagine things. Please challenge the status quo. That's why you are here. That is the knowledge you are going to get here. Don't think that what has been working last 5 years, 10 years has to work the same way. The whole thing has changed. So basically, Gen AI, the LLM, the machine learning, everything, all the quantum computing, everything has come in, right? You have to have a growth mindset. Now, I want to request your attention to the notebook in front of you. There is a growth mindset there. Can anybody tell me what it is? I just figured it out, by the way. You see the programs that are offered by Race Academy. It says and more ... You see that? That's the growth mindset. That's Dr. Shinu, by the way. Right? I mean, and her team, right? That's the growth mindset. Basically, today they are saying these 4 programs are there, but tomorrow there will be more. So that's the growth. So that's how you have to behave and work in this next 2 years as well. Think about that, right? So don't get too rigid. Be with a growth mindset. Learn to handle the success and failure. In the past, in my team, I handle really large teams, but I will pick one example. Right? There used to be a lot of human errors happening in the security operations. Say, for example, in antique access space, maybe people deleting the Active Directory server itself by mistake and so on. People deleting databases. People locking the CEO password, and then CEO bloody screws the contract with Accenture only. All those things are there, right? So we deal with it day in, day out. So a lot of things were happening, and though Though we say we automate, yes, half of it we automate, half of it we are not able to automate, we are still figuring out how to automate and so on, right? So it's a continuous journey. It's a continuous journey, right? Now, what I did is, I called the guy. He gave HR warning letter, all those things that we keep issuing every weekend to all these people. That's okay. Because we still need people, right? I cannot send security people outside. Because 2 million security jobs are open in the market already, and if I keep giving HR warning letters and sack them, then basically that 2 million will become 2.5 million. Okay. So I don't want to be that side of the equation, right? So we give warning letters and we cajole the individuals also. Alright, okay. It's from HR perspective, don't worry, we are all friends, okay, come work on this. Okay. No, I'm telling you practical. I'm telling you practical. Okay, there's no story here. Okay. so we tell them. So now what I did is I asked these individuals who are repeatedly doing this, and in all my town halls, I made him to speak about the failure that he has been creating. He became very popular. He became very popular, and the message that went to the team was, hey, don't do this one more mistake here. Shiva will make us in all his town halls also, we have to speak. Today I can tell you, the number of human errors has drastically come down. Almost 90% come down. Oh, trust me, I'm not making up the numbers. 90% it has come down. I can say 100% also. And that is not the truth. 90% it has come down because the person who was doing this became my ambassador in all my town hall. And then he said, hey, don't do this, otherwise I will call you for this next town hall. Don't do it. So that's how you have to learn from take success with humility. If you are failing, learn from it. That's all. You are not failing really. You still can make it like me, man. After 25 years, yeah. If I know average is like 15 years, so another 10 years to go. Okay. so do that. Do that, though it looks funny, but this is real. This is how you have to attack the problem. And by the way, this is not taught in any books. No exams are conducted in this. No certificates will be given on this. It's purely based on experience and out-of-box thinking, it is called. And handling people and growing them, grooming them, mentoring them, coaching them. This is what it is all about. It's just a simple example. Let's look at what are the driving forces into security. Finally to the subject. Okay. So, a lot of things are driving security. When I started, it used to be very, very simple and straightforward. Run some tools, identify vulnerabilities, go ahead and match. So, I will stop and then start. It used to be very straightforward, simple and straightforward. Tools are available. Scan it. Basically, so report it, prioritize it, report it, work with the respective teams and do everything. But today's security is not like that. A lot of it is happening in the front, a lot of it is also happening at the back. Why this change has come? Can anybody tell me why this change has come? Why it's become so complex? Yes. So many interconnected systems are there. I think the major reason is the technology is made available to both the good and the bad days. That's the fundamental reason. You may look at solving a security problem using AI in a good way. But hackers are looking at creating a security problem in a bad way. And the technology is the same, na? Because it doesn't have brain, right? So technology has brain? I think you want to say minus ChatGPT? No? I don't think technology has brain. Because it's the brain which created the technology, right? It's the human brain that created the technology. So I see that as using the technology to complement our work rather than compete with our work. Trust me, I have lived 3 slowdowns in IT industry. I still have my job. until this today it is there, right? So don't worry. When we were setting up a data center in South Africa for mobile telephone networks, which is even today the proud cricket sponsors for the South African team, I was told that data center will die in 5 years and you will not have job. I'm like, job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, back again. We'll spend the next 10 minutes or maybe 10-15 minutes, and I probably wanted to take some questions as well. Of course, I'm going to be around, so we'll help you with additional clarifications if any comes up as well in the next couple of hours. But yeah, so first and foremost thing is so security used to be simple and straightforward, but today it is not. It's become more complex, and and there is an industry data as well, right? Long back, we used to kind of work with the budget of, let's say, 5 to 7%, and then it became like 7 to 12% of the total IT spending used to be in the security space. But today, what? It's gone up to 20%. Why? Because as I said, right, because the same technology is made available for both the good as well as the bad guys. So organizations are spending quite a lot of money to kind of keep these bad actors out of the organization. And also because of the COVID and other things, right? That line between internal and external is also gone now. Because earlier we used to work on technologies which were looking like getting people into the premise and then have them access to the system and do what they need to do from their day-to-day job perspective. But today we are doing everything to bring the enterprise in the hands of the customers, in the hands of the employees to do. So that's where we also went into very quickly into the hybrid modes of working and all this remote ways of working, etc. Right? And security, I think, is one of a very big beneficiary of this whole thing. If you look at it, right? I think there were the two big the beneficiaries. One is probably cloud. That's where the cloud adoption. I mean, I remember there was an option that was going in social media about who enabled digitization fast in your organization. It said option A, CEO, second one CTO, third one COO, fourth one said COVID. So it is COVID, right? I mean, and I think in a very record time, we were able to go remotely, continue to actually help our customers, we continue to protect them also, even from the security perspective. So, biggest beneficiaries in the last 4-5 years has been the cloud and security, so to speak. And it's great to be in this field actually because of that, because there's always a lot of new developments happening in that field. And there's a lot of implications of other technologies into security. For example, earlier we used to work with the customers and tell them what data has to be fed into your SIM system. For people in cybersecurity, maybe you can hear out. I think we have a purple Synapse system here, right? We have SIM system, we have SOC, everything here, right? So we used to restrict saying that you have to pay to this vendor for this license amount, and also maybe you don't need to feed this data or this and that. But today it is not like that. We tell the customers we have created solutions. Say for example with Google, also with the Chronicle kind of solutions from Google, they tell us saying that don't worry about how much of data you ingest for doing my analysis and finding those bad actions. You just ingest the data because they are able to process this at a Google speed and scale. At least that's what they say. And the cost also have come down. The cost for these has come down. So today we don't even think twice before we start ingesting these logs into the central systems. And what has made this possible is because of AI. It's able to traverse large petabytes of data in no time, powered by machine learning, powered by AI, and the future is going to be a lot of quantum and so on. And also don't be surprised if Dr. Shinu says maybe next year we will start MTech quantum computing. Don't be surprised. I can tell you, in identity and access management space and security, using quantum technologies, you can crack a password in 84 minutes. You can create any password using quantum technologies. It's just that we don't have a real proof in terms of saying somebody has done it because of the huge cost involved in quantum computing at the moment. But if that becomes available and affordable, it's going to happen. So now we have to look at additional layers of security. And now what we did, we went for passwordless security now. Right? So, and there is a lot of this zero trust. Say for example, the don't trust anyone, verify everyone, verify everywhere. Those kind of technologies are there. New architectures are getting created based on zero trust technologies. We advise our clients to adopt zero trust at scale. And it has nothing to do with throwing away all that they have done so far. No, that no client will do, right? Then if we say that, then we will be thrown out as well. Right? So the architecture helps you. So all the architecture helps you to embrace the investments the clients have done. And then what are those tiny little things that you need to do to make a client zero trust compliant? And how do you enhance all the so basically the cyber all the detection and response mechanisms? How do you strengthen that further? What you are missing from an enterprise risk perspective? How do you help the clients to improve their security posture? Those things are needed, and that's where it's not security as security, but a lot of these technologies coming together. And I have been in this field. Say for example, we used to talk a lot to tell the client saying that they should go to the cloud. But today, are we doing the conversation? Absolutely no. If we don't do it on cloud, client will ask, why are you not doing it on cloud? So there has been a huge jump in terms of what used to be earlier, what is there today, even within the security space. And we used to have a lot of banking clients, especially some of the life sciences clients, especially, and healthcare clients who are providing healthcare systems to the people and the government and the organizations, etc. Right? They are very concerned about working out of their development center and so on. But when COVID-19 came, the entire thing changed. So today, the number of challenges in terms of adopting these technologies are pretty less in any enterprise. So then where are the challenges? The challenges are largely in terms of how do you get these technologies work together? That is where the challenge is. People are not talking about why. It's about how today. And these kind of programs, the programs that you have signed up for, will help you to determine how to solve a client challenge. We are not talking about what challenges we have to solve. We have to talk about how we can solve. And that is the major part of the work that you all will be doing as well currently, and you will continue to do as well in the future when you are looking at upskilling yourself and aiming to become and replace your boss or even super boss maybe sometimes. If you are super aspirational, you should go and replace your super boss itself. It is doable, guys. It's doable. Trust me, it's doable. Okay, so there are a lot of developments happening. Just be aware of it, and maybe since the problems on the industry side is becoming interdisciplinary, there is a lot of collaboration needed between you guys as well. Even when you are choosing a project, let us say, don't choose only within your own degree. Maybe join hands with few other people from AI or say from business analytics, right? And then do a project. That is how you are going to differentiate yourself in a very big way. You will stand out in the crowd. Trust me. If you are not confident of standing out in the crowd, and if you have done this, reach out to me. I will make sure that. See, that's how you have to think differently. Join hands with other people who are doing similar programs and try to marry 2 or 3 things together. That is a client problem that you are solving today. And don't go the bad way, guys. Because basically then that is something the hackers would do. Unless any of you want to become a hacker, which I don't think is a great profession, okay? You think on this side. Think on the good side, right? Think on the good side. Put technology to good use and help protect all our clients. Help protect ourselves first. Help protect ourselves first. Starting from, let's say, to data, to application, to cloud, to everything else, right? Everything you have to secure, right? So think with that mindset, and that's the attitude that you have to be doing, right? And of course, before I go to of the question session, I wanted to call it out that I think very important that start dreaming. And dreaming is not something that you get when you sleep. And I'm a big believer in what Dr. Abdul Kalam said as well, right? Start your dreams, guys. Start your dream. And it's not a difficult task, I would say, because you've started this program. You have already made effort to stand out from the crowd. Trust me. And start dreaming what you want to achieve in the next 2 years, and that will take care of the rest. Okay, but do sleep as well, yeah? Don't say that, okay, Shiva came and he didn't ask us to sleep at all the next 2 years. So you'll fall ill, right? So, I mean, all the jokes apart, but yes, I think you all should start dreaming, aim high, and I think it's a great opportunity for each and every one of you to be part of this program, interacting with quite a number of people who are already been in this world, either in the corporate world or in their own independent consultancy, independent companies people have formed, etc. Right? You should learn from every experiences. You should be a lifelong learner. And you just looked at what Dr. Shyamraju was saying, right? The chancellor, right? I mean, that's the most simple speech I have ever heard in my life. I have seen a lot of speeches from chancellors, but REVA University chancellor coming and telling in a classroom like this, amazing. Just sets us apart, right? That's the speciality of this institution. So my wishes to all of you, and I think I'm not going away. I'm going to be there in few other few other forums and helping you to be part of the whole journey as well. I'll try to do that. And I think now it's time for the questions. Hope you all liked it. Yes? Yes.
Today is review.
Yes, please. It works? I think it's switched off here initially. I'll switch on. That's okay. Because it will echo or not. Yeah, please go.
Great presentation. Thank you. The successful failure was great actually. Well, Gen AI is one of the hottest topic in the industry. And organizations cannot shy away from picking up. So what are some of the security strategy that you have seen from your point of view would be beneficial for enterprise or ecosystem? So I'm just wondering if you have some thoughts to share.
Sure. Okay. I think that's a great question from an AI perspective, but with some limited experience and knowledge right now, because it's a very much evolving, right? You see every day new LLMs getting launched, and if I'm not wrong, I think recently Barclays Bank has launched its own, as a separate language model as well. It's called as the Barclays GPT or something like that. So every industry is looking at launching their own large language models. At least from a security perspective, where I see actually a bit of this going is that when we are analyzing the client's data to proactively identify where anything has gone wrong, say in terms of patterns. For example, you are logging into your enterprise system from here, but in the next 5 minutes, it appears that you are logging in from a place in Sydney. So today we do quite a bit of these activities, analysis, log analysis, all these things in a very manual manner. So now I believe that a lot of this analysis work can be made better by leveraging the right AI technologies. Because security is a lot of data, basically, right? It's a lot of data, be it on the data side, be it on the log side, or anything, right? So it's basically a lot of data. So AI is definitely going to help us in doing the analysis at a rocket speed, right? Number one. Number two is, I think I was reading the latest report on this where they said that is almost like somewhere between 250 to 300 days is when somebody gets into your enterprise and they are trying to cross basically all the different security controls in your enterprise. But that will change now with your ability to process more data, with your ability to automate more and more things in the enterprise. I think this can be drastically come down. And what that means is that you will be able to detect and respond to these cyber threats at a record speed using these AI technologies. How it will be done? Say, for example, if you look at some of the the cloud-born customers today, right? For example, whom we have set up like in the last, let's say, 3-4 years, be it on the Microsoft Sentinel or on the Google Chronicle and so on. There is a lot of these AI and ML capabilities that are inbuilt into the cloud service providers itself already, which means that the moment you help define, design, and implement a security solution for them, it comes by default. You don't have to do anything. All the threat intel is also coming in automatically. So that way, the speed at which you are able to detect and respond goes significantly high for these cloud-born customers. For non-cloud-born, maybe it will take little more time, and that's the path that we are in. I think those are the or at least the top the 2 or 3 immediate benefits I see in the AI space combined with the security. I'm sure there will be more in the future as well, and it's a very, very fast evolving speed. I hope it will answer your question. Thank you. Who goes next? I think we don't have much time, right?
Quick tea and then kind of come back for the next session, but we should in any case kind of wrap and
Yeah, sure.
ensure that. But please there around, so let's meet him in person.
Oh, please. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for igniting fresh perspective. We will now break for tea for 15 minutes. Folks joining us online, please come back. Sir, I hope you're open to questions and interactions. Yes, so we will have some networking as well. Tea is outside.